Okay. How are we looking here? All right, I'm waiting. Waiting. Excellent. We got a connection there. And Twitch appears to be running. That's it telling me I'm live, right? Yep, I guess that's good. Oh, boy, that was really quick. Okay. Oh, and it kept the ratio, too. Huh. Well, that's a nice change. Okay, let me... Is the background music running? Yes, it says it is. Okay, excellent, excellent. All right, let me hit enter, and hit enter, and hit enter, and hit enter, and hit enter. Oh, you know what? I'm going to delete the old ones. I don't like just spamming things. Sorry, bear with me a minute, everybody. Okay. Everybody. There's nobody here. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to nobody. I'm talking to nobody. Okay. What do I have? One more? One more. Yeah. Okay. Close this. There we go. Discord is now closed. Let me jump over to the tweeter. Or actually, sorry, Blue Sky. Blue Sky. Okay, and let's just repost this. All right. Okay. And waiting for it to show up so I can do a repost. Okay, and let me... Okay, so... Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, somebody was talking about Fallout music. I'm sorry, I have original ambient music with Mario as a background. Yeah. Boy, that is... The original Fallout does have great music. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I got lost. That's the danger of opening a social media app of any kind. You can get lost, especially when you only follow good people. That helps, by the way. Helps to only follow good people. There's a rule of thumb, everybody, when it comes to the social medias. If you don't want to see a lot of crap, only follow good people. And what you'll find is that that helps. Okay, let me check on my reflector screen. And there we are. That looks good. Okay, well, it's been about 3 minutes, so let's go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage. There we go. I'm going to take a sip of water while that's happening. And there we go. Boy, this thing is so much smoother to use than it used to be. Okay. So we're working on something new for this particular stream. We're done with the other image. I think I showed this off on the last stream, I want to say. I think I did. But in any event, I'm doing a new version or a redux version of one of the images I did for the Magic cards. Character now known as Lagamos. Yeah, Lagamos. The Hand of Hatred, I believe, is the character's canonical name now. Yeah, there we go. And I'm basically doing a version where I can sell stuff with it because I like this character a lot. I like the chains, the flames. So I'll just show you. So the original is this one. So this is the version that I did for Magic. And as I think I've said before, oh, sorry, let me get that stuff out of the way. There we go. I think I've said this before, that Magic, I can sell prints of this, but I cannot sell anything else. Even though, I guess Hasbro is the parent company of Wizards. Even though they don't sell shirts or anything, I can't either, which, I mean, I sort of get, but at the same time, I sort of don't. Just because I figure, well, if you're not going to do anything with it, you know, why can't I? But, hey, that's the contract I signed, so I, of course, will honor it. But that means that I can do my own version of these things, and then I can sell those. So I just realized I missed something, which, where is that layer at? Let's see. So I'm doing this version that I plan to then put onto t-shirts, magnets, you know, all kinds of stuff. So that is the plan. Now, what's my canvas thing look like? Let's do a quick check. Is it symmetry? It is symmetry. Excellent, because I just realized I forgot the little crystal in the in this little part of the tuna. Oh, no. Sketch, please. Sketch, please. Thank you. I mean, I'm eventually going to go to pen, but there we are. There. I was missing that. I think that's all I was missing. Let me check the other one again. Just like to get some of the fine details right. Yeah, that's it. It was just that. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that part. Okay, and then I did an inline of that. Okay. And then I'm going to make it stained glass just like that one, although probably a little bit different. Oh, I did that. Wow, I did do that. Huh. Didn't think I did. Okay, so then the only other thing to do here is I'm going to make, and this is going to be much more symmetrical than the one that I did for Wizards, which I tend to like. I'm a big fan of symmetry. I like it a lot. So I'm going to make this a more symmetrical image in general. So that is the plan. Yeah. I'm still going to do variations on the actual stained glass. Okay, that's going to look terrible, so we're not going to do that. We're going to do this. There we are. And then we'll do this. Actually, what I will do is I'm going to end up varying the... Hold on, now I'm rethinking this. You know what? I'm not going to do these symmetrical. Even though I am a big fan of symmetry, I'm going to do the actual glass lines unsymmetrically. I'll let the variation live in there. So the actual garment is symmetrical, but these lines will not be. And that way it gives it a little bit of variation. Even though I do really love symmetry. I was not kidding about it. You could tell. I mean, circles, orbs, all this stuff. Clearly I'm a big fan of symmetry, but you know, I will admit there's a place for kind of breaking out of the lines a little bit. So we'll go ahead and do that. And of course I'm gonna mask these out so it won't look like this when it's done. Because if you look on the other one, and this one, see I alternated lines all over the place. So I'm gonna do that again because it does look good. So, you know, while I do enjoy a symmetrical image, you also recognize when things work, and you don't be beholden too much to the things that you like. You should like the stuff that you do, but you shouldn't necessarily do the same things all the time. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and vary this a bit. And there we are. There may be some background noise. Well, there's a couple reasons there might be background noise. One is my wife is teaching a body combat class out in our garage, so on the off chance somebody might need to come in to use the bathroom, you might hear some background noise, or if my wife comes in, I'm sure she'll say hello. But I don't know. Once she gets going on that, they take that stuff real seriously. I'm not a body combat person. I'm not a exercise person. In general, I am actually... lines... Oh, it doesn't matter. When I do the actual lines, I'll fix that. I'm gonna leave these center lines, these thin lines. Well, actually, I should just get rid of all that. They're gonna be a little different. I'm gonna leave those as solid pieces. I am starting to do some exercise, though. I mean, I'm not a fool. I recognize that, you know, exercise does improve your health. So I was just doing basically repetitive circular walks at work, which is fine as far as it goes, but I'm now starting to do stairs because we happen to have a relatively, I was about to say relatively tall, where that came from, a relatively tall staircase. That's where it came from. The word tall right up against staircase. And although I tell you, because I had read, they said, oh, a good rule of thumb is 6 to 10 flights of stairs a day. So I was like, oh, okay. And I'll be honest, I don't know what comprises a flight of stairs. I've heard the term, never looked up what it meant, so I looked it up, and it's generally agreed upon to be, I think they said 12 to 16 steps, something like that, or 13 to 16 steps is a flight. So I counted the steps on the staircase, and wouldn't you know it, 16 steps on the dot. So I said, all right, I'll do... I wasn't really sure on how you were supposed to count them. So I thought, okay, well, I'll just go up, because it's basically a set of stairs, this long kind of flat area, and then a set of stairs going down. So I figured, okay, well, then I'll just go up, across, down, up, across, down, back and forth 6 times. Because I thought, well, if a flight of stairs is 12 or whatever to 16, and if one side is 16, then that means that every time I go up the stairs, that's a flight, right? I mean, that's how I would calculate it. It seemed to make sense to me. But then I happened to look on my phone after I did that, and don't get me wrong, I definitely get a workout. My heart rate does go up. I mean, part of that is because I'm not in the best shape, I understand. But also, I think anybody going up and down those stairs a bunch of times would probably have an elevated heart rate, which is the sign that you're, you know, doing cardio. So anyway, I go up and down the stairs, and didn't think anything of it, and I happened to look at my phone later, and my phone said that I'd only gone up 5 flights. I'm sitting here going, wait a minute. Now, number one, I know I went up each side 6 times. How is it getting 5? But I know phones aren't always accurate, so I'm not going to worry. I mean, I'm gonna go more starting tomorrow. I'll start doing 12, which will be something. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was more than 5. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's just what it is. So, okay, let's do. Now we're gonna do the interior. My dog just popped up because she heard a door outside close, which is probably them closing the garage door. Maggie, it's okay. Mommy's just doing her class. Yeah, so she and some of the other girls that they go to the gym with decided to start doing until it gets really hot, which probably is that far off, unfortunately, but you know, for now. They're doing classes here because they don't have a class at the gym at this time that works for everybody's schedule. So my wife already had these workout mats. Well, why not use them? So yeah, they're doing a class out there, which is great. She loves the gym, which I envy her that because I hate it. I went during the pandemic a little bit because honestly my wife wanted to go and I felt bad that she was going by herself, but now that she's a teacher and she's an instructor and all that stuff, you know, she knows people there, so she doesn't really need me for that anymore. Now I'm sure she would still love for me to go, but I just don't want to go. I'm not a gym person. And Lando, my co-host, is like, oh, you should just build a gym at home. I'm like, yeah, okay, man, you have a large house. You can do that. I can't. I do not have a huge house. If I did, would I build a home gym? Yeah, I probably would. Yeah. But I don't, so I'm not going to try to force it. I don't think that's a good idea. You either have the room or you don't. I don't. So, I'm going to turn this off. There we go. Make it easier to see this. So, but yeah, that's why now at work I'm just trying to do little things. I'm just doing, like, I'm watching my calories a lot more. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still go over, but I'm paying attention now in a way that I didn't used to. I have lost some weight because I know that's actually as big a deal, or depending on, you know, who you ask, a bigger deal is the calorie counting. And I am trying to get on top of that. I think I'm doing an okay job of it, honestly. I think I'm doing all right. Like I said, I have lost some weight, so that's good. I'm never going to be thin. I know that. That's fine. I'm not really trying to be honest. I don't mind being big. I just don't want to be unhealthy, or at least not very unhealthy. So that's where my focus is. Just checking. No chats. Okay, that's fine. Just making sure. Make sure I don't lose visibility in case somebody does stop by. Make sure I say hello. If anybody is in the chat, you don't have to say anything either. That's not me trying to encourage anybody to talk. I'm not trying to do that. You do not have to say anything if you're actually there. I'm not going to check. It's completely up to you. I just want to make sure I wasn't ignoring anyone, which as far as I could tell, I'm not. I don't see anything. So I'm assuming, oh, Maggie, it's okay. Relax. She hears voices outside. So she's amped up. Relax. It's okay. She's not going to listen to me. All she's going to hear is the sounds. You know what's interesting, though? Well, I guess it must be playing. I was going to say, the background music, I thought I used to be able to hear it, but now I can't hear it, so I'm... But the meter's going, so it's got to be playing. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'll check in the next video. I'm pretty sure I listened in the last video and I heard it, so I think it's just lower than it used to be. By request, I'm pretty sure somebody had said it was kind of loud, overpowering me. Not that I think, you know, you'd probably be better off listening to the music than me, let's be honest, but still. So yeah, I'm trying to do that and avoiding sugar, although I did have some s'mores tonight. But I didn't have them last night. It's moderation type of thing. And I'm just really glad I've been able to stay off soda. Because, boy, I used to love soda. Oh, I used to love soda. We have a 0-calorie soda that's close enough, so that's kind of a substitute. That's the other thing. Is you get substitutes, you'll be all right. Okay, so at this point, I think we are ready to start inking things. I think. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything major on this one. I don't think I did. No, I think we're okay. Did I give him the long fingernails? I think I did. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't do anything for that. Okay, so I do have to give him the long fingernails. I think that is part of the character, so I want to make sure I include it. Okay, I can start flattening some things, too. I don't need all these things to be separate at this point. They're sketches anyway. So it's okay if I start flattening things, because I'm going to need some amount of room for additional layers. Okay, let's go ahead and give him the long nails. Do I want to hook that or not? Let's see. It doesn't look right to me. Hold on. I think I was closer off in the first one. Like that. I think that looks better. I mean, I could just not have these nails too. But he did have them in the other one, so I feel like I should put them in here. But maybe not if I can't get these right. If I can't get them right, there's no point in doing them. Okay, that's better. Oh yeah, okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I got it. It took a couple of tries, but I got it where I need it to be. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. Oh, no, not that. That one. That one doesn't look right. Let's try it again. There we go. And there we go. Okay. All right. So let's just erase that. I'm not going to worry about masking these. Just going to go ahead and erase them. Yeah. There we go. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's where I want it. So, okay. Yeah, so I finally, actually, only today, after doing these streams for how long, finally today actually, you know, posted about it on Instagram with a little thing saying, you know, that I did these. I'm really terrible with promotion. Really just not at all my thing. But I put it on there because, you know, because I should. So I did post about it. Okay, it looks good. Looks good. Okay. So let's, at this point, I think we can start blocking in lines. I mean, that's basically the chain. There's more chains, but they're in the background. They're hidden at the moment, so they are where? Here. Those I don't have to do anything with. They're already inked, basically. I just had to mask them out, but those are done. Oh, and then also, you can't see it because I turned it off. These are the radiance lines. Those will be the flame lines, or whatever you want to call them. But there's really no point in having them on like that right now, because they're just going to distract. So I'm going to turn the chains off. All right, so this... Hold on. What are these layers? That's an orb. Okay, these are all just circles. Okay, well, these can all get linked. There's no reason these have to be separate. I'll leave that. But all this stuff now is essentially, what is this blocking off? Oh, these are chains. Okay, I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. That's the thing I base this one off of. What's this? Those are the old radiance lines, which I don't need. I'll leave those. Actually, do I need this? This is the glass. I'll leave the color groups. The glass I'm going to have to redo, so there's no point in leaving that. That's the colors. Yeah, okay. All right. So, this isn't doing anything anymore, so I get rid of that. Okay, let's link all this stuff up. Because this is essentially now the secondary sketch layer. So leave that there, and now we'll start doing some ink stuff. Now, one thing that's weird is, I don't know, this must be on CMYK. So see, it's not doing true black. Like, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's really annoying. But it's fixable by doing that. Hi, cutie. Hey. Relax. She hears people outside. It's bothering her. She doesn't like when she can hear people and can't see them. That disturbs her. But she'll be all right. She'll be all right. Okay. We do want drawing assist on for this. And, yep, we're good. So let's go ahead and start tracing on these. What am I at on this? I heard that, ma'am. You know what? I'm going to use this brush because then I can make it, I can get better gradations on it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do this. So we do a nice big curving line right there. This is the trick right here. See? Did it wrong. Can tell right away if I'm doing it wrong. Nope, did it wrong. Trying to zoom in as much as I can. There we go. Oh, I saw it dropped. That's okay. Let me finish this line. Because I actually got... well, I did the line badly anyway. Hold on. Let me relink it. I saw it. Okay, wait for it. Alright, should come back in a second. I just have to click on this. There we are. Oops. Okay. There we go. Alright, we're back. Very easy. That easy. That easy. We'll go from this side. Let's see how this works. Let's see. Oh, it went again? That's really weird. Bear with me. I'll get it back. Whoops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. I don't know why it did that twice. It's almost like it doesn't like me doing the curved lines. Interesting. Okay, there we are. And we're back. Okay. Let's see if it does it again when I do the next curved line. That'll tell me something. Nope, didn't do it that time. So, I was wondering. But it seems to be okay. Ooh, that might not be enough of a curve. Oh, yeah, it is. Let's see how we do. Ooh, man. Wait a minute. Yeah, I can live with that. I can live with that. For how much? Now, this, I am going to change this. Because you see how close it is to that circle right here? How close that edge is? I don't like that. So we're going to go ahead and modify that by putting it further out. Not a big deal. Just means it's going further out. That's all. So, okay, well, it needs more of a curve than that, though. No, that's too little curve now. Hold on a minute. Only problem with modifying something. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's better. I like that better. Okay, so now... you see it, right? Yeah, well, that right there. Gotta redo this whole thing. Because I didn't get the lines right. So, gotta redo it. I didn't realize the side was longer. Not a big deal, just one of those things. Just figure it out. It's no problem. So we do that. And now we do a nice big long arc. Try to link it correctly. Ooh, man. Managed it. Amazing. Okay, so that's that. We got to do the center lines, which will also be on an assist. Then I'll merge them because they really have to be separate. So we'll follow this in and see the beauty of doing this on a separate layer. You'll see the advantage right here. See how I can get that lined up? Now that one didn't line up the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. But see, I don't have to worry about going right through that because... see? Perfect. Now I'll clean that up in a second, so it'll give it a nice clean edge. But that's where layers are just magnificent. They really are when you can do stuff like that. It's just so much. I mean, you could never have done this the same way on old pen and ink, on actual paper. It would never line up this well. Now, I tell you, digital has its advantages. Okay, see, like that line is so bad, but it's going to clean it for me. And somebody may be arguing, well, if it cleans it up for you, you're never going to do it that well. If I was doing it on pen and paper, I'd be using a curve. I'd be doing it differently. I'm aware of the advantage I have. So it's not making me worse at drawing these things. It's just that if I have the ability to do so, it's like using a compass to make a circle. I mean, technically, somebody could argue that using a compass means you don't draw circles as well. Well, they're right, technically. But, Hey, New Gamer 385, why is life so irritating? Well, that's a good question. Is there a particular aspect of life that's irritating you? I'm narrating this because you can't see it on the screen, so I'm just reading the chats. This one from the chat, from the Twitch chat. I was taking a sip of water. The short answer to your question is I don't know. Because believe me, there are things that irritate me in life too. So I don't have an answer for you. I wish I did. It would make me a lot smarter than I am. I'm exhausted, but I haven't. Oh well. Yeah, my podcast co-host struggles with insomnia too. He's been doing all right, but he had a long. I'm going to cough. Hold on a minute. Let me mute this so I don't cough in your ear. There we go. He was having a lot of problems with insomnia. I should ask him. I don't know. I mean, I know he cut down on his caffeine. That was part of it. He did tell me that. But that wasn't all of it. There was something else. But I apologize. I don't remember what it was. Oh, man, I got to cough again. It's because I drank water. I, swallowed wrong. Hold on. Whew. Oh, I understand. I can understand that. I've been very lucky in my life. I have not struggled with insomnia too badly. I've had bouts of it, but they've been really short. It honestly doesn't make me want to punch a wall. It just makes me want to cry because I'm just so exhausted. And I just become very, very deflated. And, I mean, it's one of those things where I have a high appreciation. I'll say this. I have a very... now I feel bad for yawning. I have a very high appreciation for... I want to do both, he says. Well, I assume he. I want to do both, the New Gamer says. Yeah, that sucks. I have a very high awareness of how lucky I am not to have had sleep problems. Because I know a lot of people who started having a lot of problems with it during the pandemic, and I never did. I slept very well. I was lucky. Fully aware that I was very lucky. I never did run into problems with that. Some people, a lot of people, I should say some people, a lot of people did. Let's say Cape Tails. So I understand. And I wish I had some kind of idea or tip for you, and I really don't. Oh, you know what? I do remember something. My co-host did say one thing that he does, which is he went back and found shows that he likes. Well, that's something. Hey, those are two good things to have. Those are two really good things to have. Girlfriend and a career path. Says, I have a girlfriend and a career path. That's great. That's great. Yeah, so my co-host did say that he was going through old shows that he watched that he remembered, and he found a couple of shows that were shows that he enjoyed but didn't really love, and so what they did was they functioned as kind of almost like a white noise machine for him, where if he watched these shows, it would make him drowsy. I actually know that I have experienced myself. I have shows like that too, where if I watch certain things, it will put me to sleep. You know what? I want these to be on the same plane. Just want them to be. No, that doesn't look right. Never mind. Go back to where you were. That looks better around the hands. So I don't know if that'll work for you, but might be worth a shot. Just depends. People respond to different things differently. That's the other problem. Is there, I don't think one of the reasons it's so hard for people to have a universal cure for something is because people respond differently to different things. So what works for some people is not going to work for everybody. So we'll call these. Hello, rename. Power circles. I'll know what that means. There we go. Okay, we got our cape tails and our power circles. New Gamer 385 says, when I was younger, I was watching my dad play GTA. I don't know why, but the clicking of the... Oh, sure. Oh, no. I get that. Oh, yeah. There are people who listen to, like, metronomes and stuff. Repetitive sounds. That's what a white noise machine is, really. It's a repetitive background sound. It's like when you have one of those nature sounds things and you hear babbling brooks and all that stuff. No, that makes complete sense. Oh, yeah. No. Well, I mean, there's a couple things, too. Being near your dad is like a source of comfort. At least it could be. So you pair that with the idea of, watching a video game. And, oh, yeah, no, I can understand the clicking of the buttons thing. It makes complete sense to me. I feel really bad that I'm going to be yawning a lot because I just yawn on these streams. And I feel bad because you're having trouble sleeping, so I hate yawning in your ear, but I can't really control it. It's just the way it is. But, yeah, no, that makes sense. The clicking button things, yeah, that makes sense to me. I completely understand that. That would be like a repetitive noise thing. And yes, I could see that definitely being something that will put you to sleep. Can absolutely see that. So what I'm doing here, or what I should have done that. Oh, okay, wait. So what I have to do, okay, I forgot. I got to do something in the sketch layer. Where's the sketch layer for this? Sorry, I just realized that I should have done something, which is not that, no, not that. This one. Go to the mask. I gotta go to black. Is this true black? I wish it would not do that. You know what? It's got to be the color profile. Hold on a minute. It's got to be. It's got to be the color profile. This thing has got to be wrong. Where is that? Can I change that? Color profile. Okay, can I just change it to RGB? I can't. At least I don't see where. It's fine. It's fine. New Gamer says, it's okay, just be glad you aren't as lucky as I am. No, like I said, I have really, really come to appreciate the fact that so far, doesn't mean it won't start tomorrow. I mean, things can pop up out of nowhere. But so far in my life, I'll say it like that, I have not had that problem. I've been very lucky that way. And I am aware of it too. Believe me, I am. Because like I said, my co-host, you could just hear how miserable he was when he couldn't sleep. You could hear it so clearly in his voice. And, it sounds terrible. It sounds terrible. I'm sure it is terrible. So, yeah, and my wife's had trouble sleeping, too. Her problem tends to be that she wakes up and then can't go back to sleep. So, yeah, no, I'm well aware of what it is. I just have been lucky not to have it. So, don't know why. Just luck, I guess. I'm cheating a little bit here. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to. I'm going to do this. I'm gonna bring the arm in because I don't like how that circle was right on the edge of the line. So I'm doing. I did it badly there. I'm doing the same thing I did in the actual magic images, which is I'm treating the lines like actual stained glass. Where if you look at stained glass, there's these outer edges to it where the joints are and stuff. Not all, but a lot of them do this. And they're thicker than the inner lines. So I'm doing basically an outline, and then the inner lines will be a thinner line. And that will simulate the stained glass idea. Because I like that effect. Oh, you know what? I think I have to sneeze. Hold on. Whew, yep, sure did. Also something you don't want to do into a microphone in somebody's ear. Sneeze. So yeah, I'm doing the outer lines here, and then I'll go back and do the inner lines with a thinner pen tip. Yeah, so that's the only thing I do remember him saying was the thing about old TV shows. So yeah, maybe watching, since yours was clicking buttons, maybe find a stream of somebody playing an old Nintendo game or something where you can really hear the clicks of the controller. Might work. Let's get a drink of water there. Might be worth a shot. Since you know that that was something that used to put you to sleep. It would be interesting if that still worked somehow. I mean, there probably is an ASMR channel of just somebody clicking buttons. I almost guarantee there is. Because there seems to be ASMR. It's ASMR, not AM. Yeah, I think it's ASMR. ASMR of everything else. So, why not controllers clicking? But yes, that does make sense to me. I can definitely see where that would come from. But yeah, that's... TV shows, and sometimes TV shows do it that I don't want to do it, which is annoying. Because sometimes I want to go back and revisit old shows that I like, and I'll be honest, I think some of this is just a function of the fact that I'm older now. So I just can't stay up the way I used to. And I think familiar shows kind of trigger whatever that sleep response is. But like I said, I'm pretty sure I could just pin that one on being old. Or New Gamer says it's either clicking buttons or sound of a quiet nature. Or lo-fi. Yeah, sure. But that's what I mean about there are lots of channels like that that are devoted to that stuff. So you might be able to find something that works. I hope you can. I would hope so. Because, like I said, there just seem to be a million of those channels now. I was listening to one the other day in the background as I was working on something of the warp core of the 1701D Enterprise, the next generation Enterprise. I think it was a 10-hour loop of the warp core, which I thought was just hysterical. Okay, I am going to do symmetry on this because I want this to be identical. So let's go ahead and see if I can manage not to screw this up too badly. Oh, man. Is that going to... Wow, it did it. It held it. Ah. Oh, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. The curve's a little different. I'm okay with that. I'm actually really impressed that it held that for the assist. It sometimes gets really lost on multi-angling or multi-curving lines, I should say. So I am not going to complain about that. That's great. Okay, you know what I'm going to do is I know I'm not going to make that work that way, so I'm going to go this way. We'll join back up here. There we are. Yeah, I am really impressed that it held that line. I did not think it was going to. New Gamer 385 says, it's nice because it's raining where I am, so I'm feeling... Oh, you know what? Yeah, feeling pretty mellow and relaxed. Well, that's good. Yeah, rain... Well, I'm in Northern California, so there's not much rain. There was for a little while. Now it's back to being dry, and I think that's how it's going to be again. So, yes, rain is very nice to sleep to if you can. I would highly recommend it. But we don't get a lot of rain here anymore. So, don't get to sleep to it often. Here and there. I'm not going to say it never does. We did have a long stretch of good rain for a while this year, so we got lucky. We'll see if that lasts. I seriously doubt it. But we did have a stretch of good rain here, and it was nice to sleep to that. What I wish we had were thunderstorms. Because I grew up with thunderstorms, and I could sleep to those in a heartbeat. Now, I mean, especially with like lightning too. Oh, boy. I could sleep to a good thunderstorm without even thinking. I love the rumble of thunder, all that stuff. Now, my dog would disagree. She does not enjoy thunder. Most dogs don't. But, and it's not something you run into here very much. California does not, at least where we are, in Northern California, there's not a lot of thunderstorms. In fact, I would say that my entire time living here, which I've lived here now for about 20 years, and in that time, I would be shocked if there have been 10 thunderstorms total. Maybe there's been 10, but I don't even think so. I do not think there's even been 10. So, which is a shame, because I do like thunderstorms. I don't like a lot of lightning, necessarily. I like some. You don't want a lot of lightning because you can have lightning strikes. When I was younger, there was a lightning strike on our house, and it screwed up, like our phone got fried, that type of thing. Nobody got hurt or anything like that. It didn't really do any serious damage. You have to worry about fire with that, even when it's raining, but we were okay. It was either, I don't know, a quick strike, or I never got an explanation as to why there wasn't a fire, but it was not a problem. And I mean, I know some people will say, well, it's because it's raining, but honestly, a lot of the lightning storms I remember, a lot of that lightning came before the rain really started, so that wouldn't really save you. And then once the rain came, I don't remember. I mean, there would be lightning, but it was a lot of lightning I remember before the rain started. So that is one thing about lightning, is you have to be careful as far as fires go. Although, you know, again, in New York, it was not, now maybe it is now, but when I lived there, you didn't have the dry stuff like you do here in California. I mean, you got to really worry about fire here. I mean, you've got to worry about it here. So that was not so much of a problem in New York. I do not remember worrying about fires the way you worry about it out here. Just was not as much of an issue. Here, you really got to be paying attention. New Gamer 385 says, just remember, if it's cloudy and you feel sudden static surging through your body, immediately get back inside. Yeah, I never had that. To be honest, I never was outside in an exposed position. I would sit out on the last house that I lived in New York, where I lived with my parents. They had a really good, nice covered porch. And I would sit out on that porch and I would just watch the lightning. So, I mean, I was never in any, but you're right. Yes. I mean, safest place in a lightning storm is in your car or inside. But, you know, if you're not inside, the safest place is a car. But outside of it striking the house, and like I said, we were inside. I mean, it just happened to hit the house. And I have a hunch it must not have been a direct strike. I was pretty young. But my thinking is maybe it wasn't a direct strike, because I don't remember even seeing any damage to the house. So it may have been one of those really nearby things. It's possible. I don't really remember. I'd have to ask my mother and see if she remembers. She probably would, because, you know, she wasn't as young as me. So she might remember it. But I just remember that it knocked the phone out. Now this is, of course, back when everybody had corded wall phones. So no wireless. We did not have wireless. New Gamer 385 says, and there's the thunder. Yeah, no, thunder I loved. Thunder was great. Thunder was I never got scared of thunder. It never bothered me. Even when it was really loud, it never bothered me the way it does some people. And dogs. My dog does not enjoy thunder. She really hates 4th of July, too, I can tell you. But I always liked the thunder. I always found it to be very soothing. But, yeah, haven't heard thunder in quite a long time. Been quite a while, let's put it that way. Where are the chains on this? Well, I gotta go further. Have not heard thunder in quite a long time. That's fine. I mean, I'm not really complaining, but it is funny. Rain here is almost never accompanied by anything like that. It's usually just rain and clouds, but no thunder. Whereas when I was younger, I remember thunder all the time. All the time. Not here. Doesn't work that way. But, you know, it's okay. Because I'm not really a complaint, just interesting differences. Interesting differences. There's a lot of things about California that are different from New York in terms of, like, weather and other stuff. Like, there's no fireflies out here, really. The way I always grew up with them. Not here. Not here. Just don't see them. I don't like that line. That line's too far out. I need it to be right on the outside edge of that. Like that. Yeah. There we go. Better. That's probably plenty. Okay. All right, let's take a look here. Let's just turn our... Oh, yeah. Yep. Let's see. That's the outer edge. We're going to do the head. Where are we time-wise? 45 minutes. Okay. Oh, almost lost Apple Pencil. I'm probably going to finish doing the outline of the head. And then that's probably going to be a good place to bring this stream to a close. I'm planning to stream again on Thursday, barring anything coming up. But that is the plan. We'll continue working on this image, which is going to be a lot of this for a while. New Gamer 385 says, which do you prefer to sleep on, your side, front, or back? Me personally, I prefer to sleep on my side. Well, that's changed, to be honest. I used to only sleep on my back. I used to really hate the idea of sleeping on my side, but for whatever reason, that changed. Man, how long ago was that? Oh, that changed probably about 10 years ago, and I really don't know why. I can't point to or cannot think of a reason for it. Like I didn't have a back injury, or there's things that change how people sleep. I didn't have any kind of illness or injury that I'm aware of. I just started sleeping on my side. Oh yeah, it doesn't like that line. Okay, that's fine. That's no problem. So we'll do a curved line here. And then we'll do another one going down. But I mean, up until that point, I would only sleep on, oh no, I don't like that. I would only sleep on my back. I actually could not sleep on my side for years. If I tried, I would inevitably just end up back on my back. I would, if I tried it, I might be able to fall asleep on my side, but I would wake up on my back. And usually I wouldn't be able to stay asleep if I was on my side. No idea why. And no idea why it changed. I really couldn't tell you. I have no explanation for it. I don't think I even realized it for a little while that I was just doing it. I was just turning on my side. And then one night I remember going, wait a minute. Why am I sleeping on my side now? No idea. Something changed. Don't know what, but it changed. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the assist off on this, and I'm just going to do an arc like that. Because that'll basically be even. All right, there we go. So yeah, I don't know. Really couldn't tell you why, because it wasn't like that for a very long time. Okay, so let's do this. Let's group these. We're going to call these line work. Okay. So that's where we're going to bring it. Let's turn the chains back on just so you can see them. Yeah, so see, that's... Ooh, I didn't finish that line. Excuse me. Hiccups. I don't know where the hiccups are coming from either. Okay, so we got to finish this one out because this is further down than I thought. Oh, man. Well, glad I got the hiccups now. I have no idea why I suddenly got them, but that does happen. Yeah, so that's where we're going to be for this particular stream. So I think this is where I'm going to bring this one to a close for this. I'll turn the other chains on just so you can see them, not that. That's the other Ignia picture. That's the original. Other chains are what, there? Yeah. 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 Oh, you know what I just realized? Hold on a minute. I don't know. It's just where they happen. Wow. It doesn't look like that should work, but it does. Okay, it's just the way the chains are. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, sometimes it's just how it works out. Huh. Huh. Well, anyway. So yeah, let's leave it here. I may change that center chain thing. I gotta look. I'm also seeing it without the radiance lines in there. See, I think once everything is put together, it's looking weird because I'm used to. See, once that's all there, see, that's gonna balance it out. So I'm looking at it with not everything in there. So, New Gamer 385. I really hope you managed to get to sleep. I wish you a good night. I assume night's sleep, because yeah, that sucks. And yeah. Insomnia is something I'll be honest with you, I'm always afraid it's going to come for me, that my good luck will run out, because yeah, I hope you managed to get some sleep. Like I said, maybe go listen to something of people playing with buttons or something like that, or white noise, or hopefully the rain does it. You said it was raining, so hopefully the rain does it. But thank you for coming by and hanging out for a little bit. I'm sorry that you're hanging out because you can't sleep. That sucks. That's, you know, the only bad part about it is thank you for stopping by. Sorry that it wasn't after you just got a refreshing night's sleep and were, you know, or I'd slept during the day. I used to sleep during the day when I was working overnights. Don't miss that. Don't know if I could do that again. I was much younger then. Anyway, on that note, again, the new gamer 385_YT. Thank you for stopping by and chatting. And yeah, I hope you immediately pass out upon stopping watching this stream. For everybody else, hey, you know what? I wish all of you good sleep whenever you're watching this, live, later, whatever. If you have insomnia, I hope that somehow watching this stream cures it. I doubt I have that power, but I'll, you know, do like a mental thing. Maybe that'll solve it. So I wish everybody good rest, because man, is it important. On that note, watching now, watching later doesn't matter to me. Thank you for stopping by. And if you don't need to go to bed, if you need to go to bed, go to bed. And have a nice night's sleep. If not, and you're going to be up for a while, then go watch somebody else be creative. Play music. Do whatever. Whatever creativity means to you. It's good for you. And until the next stream, again, thank you for stopping by whenever you're stopping by. And insert boilerplate language here till I can figure something else out. On that note,